One of the things I heard you say is that everything you do is marketing. And when you communicate this message to the 1,200 plus advisors that you oversee, mentor, coach, et cetera, how do they see the world? Does that message, do they like absolutely, or do you see resistance in terms of that belief?
It starts even at a higher level and then down to the marketing piece, which I truly do believe in, and I'm happy that you caught that point. I think it starts broader with in working with so many independent advisors and advisors across my career and having been in the business, the biggest challenge that I see that advisors face is running their business like a true business, because really a true business is a set of repeatable processes that make money. But if everything and most of what you do as an advisor is dependent upon something that you have to do, then I argue, do you really have a business, or have you just created a bunch of jobs for yourself that don't meet the mandated value of your time? And if you're doing that, then you're not able to free yourself up to really focus on what you should be doing, which is the 20% of activities that are actually driving revenue and growing the business, of which marketing is one of those activities. So I think it actually starts there. And that lens definitely resonates with people because a lot of people are caught in that challenge. And then once you understand that, then it goes to, yes, I absolutely believe that advisors who think through a marketing lens first have an advantage, because the one thing that can make the biggest difference to your future growth and profitability in any environment is marketing. I think it's the most important skill an independent advisor can have, is understanding how to market. And the best at what we do, they understand that and they know they're in the marketing business first, because every time anybody touches any part of your business, it's sending a marketing message. And that's either helping you or hurting you in terms of getting more business, getting referrals, getting more clients. And so effective marketing to me tells you everything you need to know about how a business is growing organically, because the way you're going to add new assets outside of market lift and outside of buying a practice, yes, you're going to get assets from your existing clients, but you also got a lot of money going out from your existing clients. So the way you get that real lift is effective marketing. And when you think through that lens, your decisions change. People training financial advisors about a lot of things, but the one thing I truly believe can make the biggest difference is marketing. And when you think through that lens, you have an advantage.
Marketing is a word that on the surface we all understand, but I think we might have different interpretations of what that actually looks like. For example, in my case, I think more in terms of authority marketing. What I mean by that is that everything that I do and everything for myself, for my own business, for the clients that I work with, is that I want to help elevate their positioning in the marketplace. And so whether they're looking to fill their own pipeline with people coming to them, or they have a team and they're looking to leverage their experience, years, decades, et cetera, and leverage that to bring new business to their team. To me, today, the most effective thing you can do is increase more authority, because then when you do that, all of your marketing actually becomes more effective, more efficient, et cetera, right? And so there's lots of different ways to go about marketing. But just from that angle, how do you think about marketing? Do you have a definition of authority marketing or an angle or perspective on it?
Yeah, so marketing definitely is one of the engines that flies the business plane. You got marketing and you got sales, but marketing is at the front of that to me. And it's all about how effective you are at influencing either internally people you already know who are familiar with what you do, and being able to influence them to create an environment to generate more people to be introduced to what you do, or externally, meaning being able to effectively influence people who don't know you at all to be magnetically attracted to you in some way, to find out more or nurture them and have an opportunity to engage with you in your business. But I do think, and you said the word influence and authority, I absolutely do think it's all about influence. If you can't influence, you can't lead and you can't market. And your positioning of that influence, I think, is truly important, because it's the perception of who you are definitely drives a lot of your ability to market. And that has to be intentional. It has to be positioned. And there are things that you can do, I truly believe, that can set you apart influentially to have a better marketing strategy than other people who don't really focus on it.